It may well be a language, but when I speak Mandarin, it's all about ducks. Today, I want to talk about Mandarin. No, not the language, or a Chinese government official for that matter, but one of the most beautiful and glamorous creatures from the animal world, the Mandarin duck. This beautiful multicolored duck is native to Japan, China, Korea, and parts of Russia. The largest population outside of that region is in Britain, which consists of about 15% of the world's total. They were first brought to Britain in the 18th century, but in the 1930s they either escaped from or were deliberately released from wildlife collections into the wild, where they began to flourish and continue to do so to this day. And despite the fact that they are what we would call an invasive species or an illegal immigrant, they have now become accepted in Britain as a native species. A little reluctantly, it has to be said. Information on how they first came to be present here in Ireland is a little sketchy, although there were reports of vagrants, most likely from Britain, visiting Wexford in the 1970s. And by the end of the 70s, several pairs were believed to be breeding further north in County Down. When sightings of Mandarin became regular here in Dublin during the last 10 or 15 years, the general consensus of opinion was that they had, as it happened in Britain, been released illegally from collections by unscrupulous owners with no thought of the consequences to native bird populations. Thankfully, so far, there seems to have been no detrimental effect on resident species, and hopefully this remains the case. But we must always remember that releasing any alien species into the wild is against the law and totally irresponsible. My first ever sighting of a Mandarin duck was, strangely enough, in an animal park in Lanzarote in the Canary Islands, way back when. I say strangely because they're not the kind of places I would normally visit, because I'm not particularly fond of these type of parks. But I have to admit, this one was quite attractive, and from what I could see, the animals seemed to be well cared for. If someone had told me that at that time that this amazing multicoloured duck would become a resident feature of Dublin waterways in the not too distant future, I'd have laughed at them. But as if to prove me wrong, time has actually conspired against me by using me and my camera for this purpose, because I have actually photographed them on my local river, the Dodder, in Bushy Park, Phoenix Park, and in the Blessington Basin, where they were probably released in the first place. So I can't deny my own work now, can I? And on that note, we come to today's slideshow, featuring photos of this beautiful species from all 4 of the locations I've just mentioned. Hopefully you'll enjoy watching them as much as I did photographing them. So here they are. Well, thanks again for watching Wildlife Wednesday, folks. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode, and if you did, I'd be grateful if you'd give it a like and subscribe to my channel. And when you do, don't forget to ring the bell so you're notified every time I upload new content. Till next week, stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands and wear a mask where necessary, while continuing to maintain social distancing. We're not out of the woods yet. Take care, folks. Bye.